Imagine this. It's midnight in the heart of a glacial winter. 30,000 years ago, the wind cuts through your skin like frozen needles. Your group has been searching for shelter for 2 days. The children are no longer crying. The weak are slowing down. In the distance, the cold is quietly turning people off. Then you see it, a dark shape on the mountainside. An opening, a cave. You step inside. If you enjoy documentaries about ancestral survival and extreme archaeology, subscribe now. Because what you're about to hear challenges everything movies taught you about our ancestors. Here is the truth. Entering an unknown cave during the Ice Age was one of the most dangerous decisions a human group could make, and yet they did it. Not by instinct, not by luck. They survived because they developed a system, a method of exploration so precise that it allowed small groups of hunter-gatherers to endure the most hostile period in recent human history. Today, we are going to decode that system. When you think of a cave, you think automatic shelter, a roof, walls, protection from the wind. But consider this: absolute darkness, predators already living inside, stagnant air, carbon monoxide buildup, humidity that freezes you from the inside, unstable ceilings, dead-end tunnels where you can get lost and die of hypothermia just meters from the entrance. Caves were not free hotels. They were complex, unpredictable geological structures, often lethal. Paleolithic humans knew this. That's why they didn't discover caves. They evaluated them. Archaeology from Eastern Europe, Siberia, and Northern Asia reveals something remarkable. Fire pits arranged in precise patterns near cave entrances, soot layers on ceilings at carefully calculated heights, tool distributions separating work zones from sleeping zones, bone accumulations acting as thermal barriers, stones stacked to redirect internal airflow. This isn't chaos, this is prehistoric thermal engineering. But before reaching that level of sophistication, there was a more basic problem. How did you know a cave was nearby? How did you decide if it was safe? How did you enter without dying? The answer lies in four core strategies, four pillars that separated the groups who survived from those who vanished into the ice. Modern eyes see snow. Paleolithic trackers saw a living thermal map. They observed where snow melted first, where it accumulated less, where birds sheltered at dusk, where herbivores gathered before storms. Animals are not foolish. If reindeer sleep near a specific rock formation, there is a reason. Warmer airflow, wind blockage, a hidden opening. Humans followed those signs. Wolf tracks disappearing into rock, dangerous, active den. Bear claw marks near an entrance, already occupied, old ash and fire remains. Other humans survived here. Information matters, but finding the cave was only the beginning. Movies show a lone hero entering with a torch. In reality, that's suicide. Paleolithic groups followed strict entry protocols. Never enter alone. Someone always stays outside. Smoke testing. Burn damp, organic material at the entrance. Watch the smoke. If it enters and doesn't exit, ventilation problem. If it escapes through another crack, tunnel system detected. If it rises quickly, the cave breathes. Then sound. Shouting. Throwing stones. Listening. Short echo means small space. Long echo means deep galleries. Complete silence means danger. If something moves inside, you leave immediately. If exploration continues, you mark your return path. Stacked stones, broken branches, charcoal on walls. Inside a moonless cave, darkness is total. You can lose orientation in seconds. Turn around without realizing it. Walk deeper while believing you're exiting. Die meters from safety. If the cave passes the test, survival inside begins. Why not build a massive fire in the center? Because carbon monoxide is invisible, odorless, and deadly. Ice Age survivors understood this. Large fire in enclosed space equals silent death. Their fires were small, controlled embers placed near entrances where airflow was predictable. Soot patterns confirm it. Never random, always calculated. When deep heat was needed, they used heated stones, warmed outside, wrapped in hides, carried inward. Hours of warmth without oxygen loss. But fire control wasn't the hardest challenge. Space organization was. A cave is not uniform. It is a system of microclimates. The entrance, the inner zones, the deep chambers. Paleolithic groups mapped these spaces. Children and elders stayed in the most stable zones. Cold air was redirected with barriers. The ground was insulated with grass, branches, and skins. Frozen earth drains heat faster than air. Some caves show evidence of rotating sleeping areas. Moisture buildup leads to hypothermia, so they moved. Rotational thermal management. Hollywood shows luck and simplicity. Reality shows knowledge and discipline. Ice Age survivors were not stronger. They were informed. Knowledge passed down, refined, tested with blood. They knew caves could kill. They knew fire could poison. They knew survival was collective. Decisions came from experience, not strength. That was the real advantage. Modern experiments confirm it. With correct methods, caves stay warmer. Airflow can be controlled. Shelter can be sustained. Without knowledge, the cave becomes a tomb. The greatest Paleolithic innovation was not fire or weapons. It was informed cooperation. The elder who says, "Do not enter." The scout who marks the path. The group that listens. In the Ice Age, knowledge was not power, it was survival. Caves were not shelters. They were final exams. Pass or disappear. We are here because our ancestors passed, not by luck, by method, by memory. So ask yourself, could you survive 1 week without modern technology? What else have we forgotten? That is what we will uncover next. Subscribe, and we will enter the next cave together.